Hello and welcome everybody. I'm the Junkyard Drifter, and today marks 1 year since I became a professional mechanic. And I wanted to share my story with you guys. After 1 year, let you know how I feel, let you know how I got here, and the pros and cons of being in this industry. I hope you all enjoy the video, and please consider subscribing. It really helps me out, and checking out my other videos of me doing my build series, tool reviews, and much more automotive content. So, please enjoy the video. Growing up around the racetracks, being able to work on your own vehicle was not just a hobby, it was a necessity. It's what brought you back every single weekend. So I learned a lot through my dad doing that. But as I got older, tearing into my own cars and other people's cars became more than just a hobby. It was a passion of mine. I loved it. And it definitely paid off when I started participating in motorsports myself. Alas, I never did it as a profession. I was a steel worker before I became a mechanic. It paid the bills, it got me by, it helped me continue my hobbies, but my heart was not there. I damn near hated my job. So, during the Great Resignation, like so many other people, I decided to make a change. My grandfather was a diesel mechanic. I decided to follow in his footsteps. So, I took the plunge, went to work for a shop. I learned a lot of good things when I was there. A lot of the older guys taught me a lot of good tricks for a young new guy like myself. I didn't know much coming in, but I knew enough to keep going, and I knew how to learn. I knew how to adapt. A lot of new things for me, but I kept a good head on my shoulders. I kept on working. I kept on listening to what I was taught. Soon after starting at my first company, I got an offer to go work for a different company, doing the same work, closer to home, and higher paying. So naturally, I took the position. No hard feelings to my first shop, and they wished me well on my journey. Still working on diesel big rigs, but also some gassers too, so I broadened my field. It was definitely the school of hard knocks, and it still is today, but as long as you're willing to listen and willing to learn, you can pick up a few tricks along the way like I have. I'd say one of the greatest things I've taken away from all this is the confidence I have working on my own vehicles at home. Be it that I do it every day, it's just another day at the office. But through all the oil stains in my skin, all the random hand injuries that I get, and all the torn boots, I'd say the biggest thing that I've taken away from this is the ability to keep cool, calm, and collected, because it's just nuts and bolts. Moving into the cons of doing this business, I'm not working on the crazy high horsepower race cars that I've always dreamed to be working on. I'm going to be saving that for my spare time. Maybe one day if YouTube takes off for me. But yeah, just everyday average Joe work vehicles. That's what I do for a living. Another con could be the tool prices. God, have I sunk so much money into my box. But it's a necessity. They're needed to do this job, so it's worth it in the end. Something that could be seen as a pro or a con, depending on how you look at it, is the amount of overtime there is in this industry. There's tons of it. So if you're someone who loves overtime, you're going to love this. For somebody who doesn't care for it, it's going to suck. But vehicles got to roll, and that's just the plain and simple truth. Moving into the pros, a big pro for me is all the new technologies I'm going to be learning in the future. I may not like electric cars, but that seems to be the way that the industry is moving, and having the skills and the knowledge to work on them will be a great asset to have. Another big pro is the money. I'm making more money than I've made in my life doing any other job. I'm not rich by any means, but I'm comfortable, and I get by, and I thrive. I'm not making doctor lawyer money, but I'm making sustainable money and thriving money. I'm not rich, but I don't think I'm poor. Another pro is the pride you get from the work you do. When you see a vehicle or a truck rolling down the road that you did the work to, and you know that you played a part in that thing doing what it's doing, makes you feel good about the hard work you put in. All in all, after 1 year of turning wrenches, it has been a major change of my life. Maybe it's just who I am as a person. Maybe it was my calling. But I am so much more happier with how my life is going since I've made this career change to doing this. The confidence it's given me, the knowledge it's given me, and the fun times it's given me. Doing what I love for a living, I don't feel like I'm working a day in my life. I enjoy what I do, and I enjoy everything about it. It's hard work. Do not get that mistaken. It's not for everybody, but it's definitely for me, and it's definitely something I love and enjoy. I've been your host, the Junkyard Drifter. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I'll see you guys around the next corner.